What is up, YouTube? This is the DFS Riddler coming back at you live with another MLB video. Here to answer all of your questions and solve all of your DFS riddles that you may have for this Tuesday, May the 7th slate. Before we get started, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the future content that I'll be putting out this MLB season. We're on a roll. The picks have been absolutely on fire, guys. It's like 3 days in a row cashing. Today we almost took down a couple of things. Won some showdowns, won the cash, won the late night slate, almost took down the late night slate. So the picks are absolutely on fire, guys. So if you haven't been following along on the videos, you've been missing out. So if you are new to the channel and you do enjoy the picks, please do subscribe. Speaking of subscribing, if you are new, to let you know, I will be doing a $20 cash giveaway once I reach 100 subscribers, guys. So help me get there, please. Show some love and support, and I'll show it back to you guys with this $20 cash giveaway. Once I get there, I'll do it to give it out to a random person out of those 100 subscribers. Paid out via Venmo or Cash App, whichever you prefer, and I'll announce that winner in my last video of that week once I reach those 100 subscribers, guys. So it is a real $20 cash giveaway out of my own pocket. All you have to do to get in that is just hit that subscribe button, and you don't want to miss out on any of the picks that I'll be putting out because, like I said, they've been on fire. One of the reasons that they have been so good, I've been getting them from Draft Dashboard, this app right here, guys. It is the best fantasy tool and lineup optimizer that you can find on the market. Tons of tools on here that will get you the guys that you need to take down the slate for you. You've got the MLB cheat sheet. This is usually where I start at every single day when I want to build my lineups. It gives you the locks, the best plays of the slate. You've got your top pitchers in the best spots to make value, your stud bats over $4,000, your mid-range bats from 3.5 to 4K. You've got your value bats under 3.5K. And then the best part about the MLB cheat sheet, guys, is the home run hitters. This list right here is fucking awesome. So you got a list of all the players on the slate for the day that have the best upside and possibility to get you a home run. When you're trying to take down a big ass GPP, that's what you're going to need, guys. You're going to need a shitload of home runs. That's just the fact of the matter. So this list right here is a great place to start when you want to find out who those guys are that are going to be hitting those home runs for the day. So really love the MLB cheat sheet, guys. Next up is going to be the position optimizer. This tool right here just has a ton of useful, helpful information, guys. Breaks down all the players of the slate by position, by their draft dashboard ranking. You've got individual player statistics, batter versus pitcher and pitcher versus batter, how the player has fared versus the opposing team in their last 5 games, as well as how they have fared in their last 5 games in general. You can add players to your player pool using the position optimizer, and once you do so, the next tool that I'll highlight is the lineup optimizer, guys. This is my favorite part about Draft Dashboard. It'll generate a winning lineup based on the players that you select in your player pool. It even gives you the opportunity to upgrade those players as need be. If you want to get a player that has a better Draft Dashboard ranking to fit your lineup, you can do that. It also has a mass lineup generator, guys. Something that I've been using a lot lately. You can generate anywhere from 20 to 100 lineups based on your player pool, and really helpful if you're one of those guys like me that likes to do like the 20 entry max or 150 entry max tournaments. This lineup generator will give you a bunch of lineups that will be in the money, based on all the really good players that you select in your player pool. So really love the lineup optimizer, guys. It's won me a shitload of money in the past. And the last thing that I'll highlight for Draft Dashboard is the sleepers and studs option. This is also something that I go to when I start building my lineups every day. When you're trying to fit in the really high price bats, all the bats that are $5,000 and above, bats that are in Coors Field or Mike Trout, Christian Yelich, all these high price $5,500 guys. you're gonna need some value in your lineup, guys, if you want to fit those guys in there. And this list right here is where you start with that. It's got a list of all the players that are $4,000 or less that actually have an opportunity and high upside to make value at that price tag, get you a hit and not get you a fucking zero. So that's super important, guys. So I mean, we don't want that fucking goose egg. So when you are trying to pick out your value plays, this list right here will get you the guys that will actually get value for you. But yeah, that's it. That's Draft Dashboard, guys. And if you want to try it, it is only $1 for 30 days. Seriously suggested if you don't have it yet. If you want to try it, just click the link that's in the description of my YouTube video. It will take you to where you need to go to give Draft Dashboard a shot. Like I said, guys, it's only $1 for 30 days. And if you're playing fantasy sports, you're already spending $1 every day, so why not make your lineups that much better? And that's what Draft Dashboard will do for you. It will make your lineups better, guys, whether you're a beginner or an advanced player. This tool right here is just amazing. It's won me a shitload of money, and it'll do the same for you guys. So definitely give Draft Dashboard a shot. All right, so for the players that I selected today, we'll jump right into it without further ado. I like Jose Barrios for my SP1. He's for the Minnesota Twins, and you know their bats are on fire, so he's going to get the run support against Toronto tomorrow to get the win. So you can count on that. He is 10,400. So if you're going to pay up for a pitcher, guys, out of the pitchers that you can pay up for, like I think Noah Syndergaard is over $10,000 also. I prefer Jose Barrios here. He has a 100 draft dashboard ranking. He's been super fucking consistent this season. 22, 25, 12, 25, and 14. Last game against Toronto, he put up a 35. And Toronto has been super fucking garbage this season, like overall. They've had a couple of shining moments, but not very many. And tomorrow, I don't think that they'll have any against Jose Barrios. This guy is a fucking ace pitcher, and he's going to get you about 8 strikeouts, if not more. I can see him getting 30 plus fantasy points at this price tag, so I really like him tomorrow for my SP1. For my SP2, I like John Lester. He's versus Miami Marlins tomorrow, and they have been picking up their bats a little bit lately, but they still strike out a fucking ton, guys. John Lester, he doesn't have that great of a history of him. He does give up a 361 batting average in the past, but this year he's pitching really, really well. He got a 35. He's coming off of a 35 fantasy point game in his last game. He had a 17, a 10, 0, and an 18. But on top of him pitching pretty well just recently, the Miami Marlins, like I said, they've been striking out like a motherfucker all year. And that's what's going to happen tomorrow. They might put up a few runs against John Lester, but he's going to get his Ks against them also. He's going to get 7 or 8 Ks. He's $9,000 at this price tag. I'd like to see anywhere from 22 to 25 fantasy points out of John Lester tomorrow. And I think that is a perfect possibility with this matchup, guys. So definitely get some John Lester in your lineups. He's going to be a really good option tomorrow for pitcher. All right, so moving on to the bats. I'm going to go back to the Red Sox today, guys. Even though they kind of fucked me over on one of my lineups yesterday, Red Sox stack was absolute shit after they were coming off, starting to heat up and do so really, really well. But I got to go back to him tomorrow, guys. Andrew Benintendi, get some exposure to the Red Sox with him. He's 3 for 8 against David Hess. David Hess is just an awful pitcher. So tomorrow, I got to give the Red Sox another chance against David Hess, because he gives up a 959 OPS to lefty batters. Andrew Benintendi should crush him tomorrow. He's 3 for 8, guys. Those 3 hits that he's got are 3 home runs. So he is my home run prediction for tomorrow. Andrew Benintendi, however the fuck you pronounce his name, I think that's right. But yeah, he should crush David Hess tomorrow, so get him in your lineups, guys. Next up, since we pay up for a pitcher so much, I'm going to give you guys a lot of value here. We do have a game at Coors Field tomorrow here in my hometown in Denver. Um, San Francisco Giants are coming in, and their bats have not been very good this season so far, but they are starting to heat up recently, guys. Joe Panic, you're gonna get a guy for $3,900, super fucking cheap for the San Francisco Giants. He's gonna be batting in the leadoff spot in Coors Field, the most batter friendly ballpark in MLB baseball. So you're getting a guy in the leadoff spot for 3,900 in this ballpark with a great matchup against Antonio Senzatella. He goes 8 for 18 against Senzatella with a 1,333 OPS. He has 4 singles, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs, guys. So I can't see any other, like, this is the best value to me on this slate. I mean, if you don't have some Joe Panic tomorrow, you're going to be fucking missing out, because he's my other home run prediction. I think he'll hit one out of Coors Field tomorrow. It is humid here, guys. There is supposed to be a little bit of weather tomorrow. I'm not really worried about that too much. If there are a couple of showers in Denver, they pass over really, really quickly. So this game will play, but the high humidity, that means balls are going to be flying in Coors Field tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of hits and a lot of home runs, a lot of runs scored. So you want to get exposure to the Coors Field game tomorrow on both the Rockies or the San Francisco side. And I like stacking up some of the San Francisco Giants bats against Senzatella, just because you can get them for so cheap and they're in such a good spot in this hitter-friendly ballpark. So next up, sticking with the Giants, I'll go ahead and highlight Brandon Belt. You will have to pay $4,400 for him, but shit, you're getting a great hitter batting cleanup for the Giants for $4,400 in Coors Field. This is great value too, guys. He gets a great matchup. He's 5 for 14, 357 batting average, 3 singles, 2 doubles. He didn't get a 0 in his last game. I just had him. I think he got like a 10 or something like that yesterday, or 7 or a 10. But he has been putting up some numbers lately, guys. Brandon Belt is a pretty decent hitter, and as history sees, right here, you can see it right here. He sees Antonio Senzatella very well, and history does repeat itself. Brandon Belt will do very well at 4,400 tomorrow. Either him or Joe Panic will hit one at Coors Field tomorrow. Though one of those guys will get a home run. So if you're looking to stack up some left-handed bats against Senzatella tomorrow in Coors Field, start off with Panic and Brandon Belt. Really good options at their price tags, guys. I've never seen a leadoff batter in Coors Field at 3,900. That's fucking crazy. But anyway, so next up for some value, we're gonna go with Justin Turner. This guy's been on a fucking tear, and he's a fucking who are they going up against? Yeah, left-handed pitcher Max Fried, however you pronounce his name. But Justin Turner, absolutely, he's a lefty masher, guys. He fucking mashes lefty pitchers. So even though this pitcher is Max Fried is a pretty damn good pitcher, Justin Turner's in a great spot here, guys. He got a 0 on his last game, but in the game that I just had him last night's lineup, I'm pretty sure he ended up with a 10. So he's been absolutely killing it lately. Before that 0, he had a 14, a 5, a 3, and a 21. And he does really well anytime that he's up, like I said, up against a lefty pitcher. So I like to get Justin Turner in there when you can get him for a really good value at $3,700. Whenever he's in the right spot to get a really good score. And he is tomorrow, guys. I like some of the Dodger bats. So next up for my next value pick is going to be Chris Taylor. This guy's been on a fucking tear also, guys. You're going to get him for only $3,600. I don't know why they haven't raised his price tag yet, but look at his score. He's got a 24, a 10, a 17, 11, and a 0. And last night's score, he had a 17, guys. He was in my cash lineup. He's one of the reasons that I did cash. I think he was $3,600 as well. last night, and he absolutely crushed that price tag, and I expect him to do the same thing again tomorrow. He does have a crown beside him. Draft Dashboard loves him. He's got a 99 Draft Dashboard ranking. If he mashes the ball again tomorrow and hits really well, you can expect his price tag to start, climbing. So grab some Chris Taylor while he's like super, super cheap. He's one of the best value plays that I can find on the slate for tomorrow as well, guys. So gave you guys a bunch of value, 3 hitters that are under $4,000 on this right here on this video that have absolute fucking smash spots tomorrow to crush it. So I think this is going to be a really good slate, guys. Hopefully Boston doesn't fuck us again tomorrow. They shouldn't. They're in a really good spot. David Hess is a fucking horrible, atrocious pitcher. So we should get that money tomorrow, guys. Let's get that money bag. So that'll conclude tonight's video, and I will be back with another video as always tomorrow. Until then, DFS Riddler is out.